Hello everyone, and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. This time with the correct screen sizes and shapes. Oh, I'm so ashamed of myself. I recorded for an hour straight, and I had the video all wrong. And I didn't even notice anything was wrong, at all. But, now it's okay. So, previously, we cross-examined Lemire, and her story changed quite a bit over the cross-examination. But at the end of the day, Apollo wasn't able to prove anything conclusive, and Lemire was able to be dismissed. And now things are looking really bad. I'm not sure if things are going to end here now, or if we're in for more investigation, or cross-examination rather. But I guess we'll just have to see what happens. I knew you didn't have what it took. You jerk! Just what was I in here for? Comic relief? Yeah, apologize. Oh, sorry. That's no way to apologize. He's angered the Trucy now. Look out. The Trucy. Ahem. If we can please end this bickering now. Whatever, I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solving this case if it kills me. But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant. Don't say that. Aha! Aha, what? This blood stain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right? That seems to be what happened, yes. We might be able to find out what was really written here. Oh, really? You can do that. That's right, with this. It's called luminol. Maybe you know of it? It's a chemical that reacts to blood. Ah, yes. Have we done those tests yet? As if I'm going to tell you. The bloodstains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now. Now to do it. Right, go for it, Apollo. I have to do the test? You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple. A chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere. Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it. Right, ready? It's easy as pie. Just touch the screen to spray an area. Here, give it a try. The eyes of the entire court are focused on me. Apollo, your hand's shaking. Let's do this. Numbers. IPYX S14206. Wow, it really works. This must be the power of science. It says, IPXX 314206. Oh man. Is that the killer's name? Maybe it is. If the killer's a robot. Aha, I have it. So what is it? Something music related, maybe. I thought those letters IPXX looked familiar. This is an Interpol ID number. Oh. Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency? Yes. Most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. Whoa. Do you think that's what Romain Letouce was? But why would he write that number? Why would Mr. Letouce even know a number like that? Good show, Fräulein Detective. Rock on. Huh? Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, are you there? Come up to the witness stand. Darian, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID number. Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, give me 27. I'm not sure what to think of all this. The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. Yet if this number is really that of an Interpol agent...
Oh, wait, I know. What if Maki Tabai is really an undercover Interpol agent?
That would be a possibility. A possibility, yes. And one that would mark him as the killer for certain.
Why did Latouche know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know.
Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? A curious mystery concerning Maki Tabai.
What are you talking about?
Fräulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you.
You had me until that last bit.
Does this not raise a rather straightforward question?
Well, sure. Why did Maki pretend he couldn't see?
Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, Air Forehead?
Huh? Me?
Maki Tabai pretended he was blind. Do you know why?
How could he know? Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he?
He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on the whole time.
Something wrong?
Do you think, perhaps, this is all some kind of game? Know that the moment I heard that report, I knew why. I suppose people who have over 1 million records really are something else. Who have sold over 1 million records.
What does that have to do with anything?
There was a reason why Maki Tabai pretended to be blind. But it wasn't for his own sake. Getting the picture now?
It wasn't for himself?
Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness?
Evidence that would... I mean, if he was blind, he would try to hide from the crime? Is this where we point out that the lyrics are written? Maybe.
Feigned blindness.
Maybe to prove that he couldn't possibly be the keyring thief? You know what, I'm just gonna go with I haven't a clue. I don't think I'll get a penalty.
I have no idea. Air Forehead, I'm disappointed in you. Unless you're merely feigning stupidity.
Keep it up, wise guy.
Recall the relationship of Lemire and Maki Tabai. In particular, their arrangement over the years before visiting the country.
Lemire and her pianist, they would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him.
That's right, because he was blind, or so we thought. She led him at all times. All times. All times? Yet we now know that Maki could see perfectly well. Why keep up the charade? Well, wasn't it part of their performance? There is a simpler explanation, Air Judge. Maki did not need to be led by the hand at all. Which means... You don't mean... I do. It was the other way around.
Are you saying Lemirror's blind?
The one who needed to be led by the hand was Lemirror. Oh, what's this? So you mean to say that Lemirror is... she's... blind as a bat, Air Judge.
Bats aren't blind.
You know, I think in the previous video when I was using the bracelet on her, before I looked at her lips to notice that she was doing something weird, I looked at her eyes first, and I even said they aren't moving in the slightest. At the time, I took that to be that it was just the game making sure you understood that there's no possible tell there. But oh my god. Oh, it was right before my eyes.
What?
Order, order, order! This is crazy, Prosecutor Gavin.
Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something?
Well, since we have her here, why not ask Lemirror herself? I believe she's still in the witness waiting room.
Apollo, what does this mean for our case?
Don't ask me. I had no idea she couldn't see. I hadn't even imagined it until now. Bailiff, bring in Lemirror. Lemirror, it pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way. And yet I must.
Please do not be concerned on my behalf.
Those eyes. She really can't see? Really?
It is true. How funny it is that a tiny lie born in the Borginian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world.
So you are?
Yes, as I mentioned before. I have no memory of the time before I became Lemirror. Know, too, that my memories begin in darkness. The word light has no meaning for Lemirror.
I see. That's pretty funny because mirrors, as a function, reflect light. That's what they do. You may recall me saying something toward the beginning of this trial, Air Forehead.
Oh, what's that?
I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. Ah. Now, Lemirror, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes?
Of course. It was never my intent to deceive any of you.
Your testimony said that you looked through the little square window and you saw that it was a grown man. Whatever.
May I begin, Your Honor?
Yes, of course. Though I admit I'm a little lost here.
I think we're all a bit lost here, Your Honor.
Lemirror's eyes. Bring it on.
I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came up with a PR line before he knew this. So, silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others.
But This is a murder trial.
I apologize. It was part of my contract, you see. I was to keep my blindness a secret no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would...
She told us the truth in the beginning, when she said she saw nothing. Very well. Does the defense have anything to add?
I like to cross-examine. But what is there left to ask?
Well, she said that everyone on her staff knew. But what if Romain Latouche did not know? Is there anything that could point to that? I'm not sure.
There was one thing in her testimony that bothered me.
Perhaps it is best we let you get it out of your system. Someday you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself. Very well, the defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness.
Okay. There was only one part that bothered me. Just let me ask about that and I'll be happy.
Okay. Maybe I should be picky about what I press. I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. Producer came up with my PR line before he knew this. And that would be the postcard. Sightseeing music. I need to think very carefully. I wonder when the brooch is gonna come up. I don't think it has at all in this session of court. So silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others. This is the most suspicious one. I think I want to press this. When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Latouche?
Of course, he was my manager.
So he knew. And that's what's bugging me. Something the matter, Mr. Justice? I believe I know what is bothering our young defense attorney. You're thinking of when you discovered the body, yes?
Oh, yeah! He did say that there was a witness, the mirror. Is he right, Apollo?
Yes, I was. Oh my god, this is like the 8th time we've seen this. Cold, so cold. Witness. Okay. Mr. Latouche told me to ask the witness, and he named you. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind.
I don't know.
Tisk tisk. What did I just say? You need to learn to think for yourself. Meaning what? There is no mystery here if you recall everything he said. Think of his last words once more. The witness siren? We've heard them many times, along with a little play acting by our defense.
I remember them well myself, but that statement is not to what I refer. I mean what he said before that.
Before? It came before that.
That's right. He tried to tell you. When he said, "Can't see," he wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the witness.
I see.
Too bad the defense did not. Well, Air Forehead, try relaxing and looking at the facts first next time.
Irk! Order!
Recall Lemira's earlier testimony.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
But she couldn't have heard those gunshots. I thought we proved that.
That is not the most important point here. The moment he was shot, Mr. Latouche witnessed her through that window. Why else would he have named her as a witness?
So he turned around when he fell over, huh?
Ah,
But I really did hear them. 2 gunshots. And the man's voice.
unfortunately, such a thing was impossible. The window was closed.
What kind of glass could completely block the sound from a heavy revolver? The hell?
We have already run a simulation, of course.
But it was so clear. If I heard that voice again, I would know it in an instant.
Oh. So it's probably not Darian?
Your Honor. What is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in session here?
We have the results back from the investigation.
The investigation? Ah, the Interpol number that Mr. Latouche left us. Well, let's hear it. We will continue this cross-examination afterward. Detective Crescent, your report, please.
I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing.
Quick work as always, Darian.
Well, tell us about the number. Is the defendant a secret agent?
IPXX314206.
The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. I knew it.
What?
Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Latouche himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation. So when he wrote those letters, he was trying to tell us his own identity. And a cautious killer tried to wipe them away.
Mr. Latouche was an undercover Interpol agent. So him being Lemira's manager
Was just a cover, most likely. There's one other important detail I found.
Well, out with it.
It concerns that .45 caliber revolver, the murder weapon. Apparently it belonged to Romain Latouche. I knew it. I absolutely friggin' knew it. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms. And the registration number on the revolver matched.
So the victim was killed with his own weapon, which makes sense. It's hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent with such a large revolver. So the victim was an Interpol agent on an undercover op. I wonder how that ties into everything.
It's got to tie in somehow, you'd think.
Yeah, somehow.
Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescent. It's a great help.
Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor.
I'll be heading out.
Wait!
Here we go. It is him, isn't it? The voice. Lemire, is something the matter?
That voice just now.
Darian?
Mr. Darian, is it? It was him. I am sure of it.
It was him? You aren't saying...
That voice I heard talking to Mr. Latouche. When I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darian.
Is this some kind of joke?
What?
No way. The courtroom fell into such a chaotic state the trial had to be suspended temporarily. I'd never seen that happen before. Of course, it's not every day that you get an accusation like that one. Lemire fingering Darian Crescent. Not only is he a guitarist, he's a detective. Could it really have been his voice Lemire heard? Things were changing fast, and frankly, I wasn't sure I could keep up with it. So, wasn't Darian currently on stage performing for the thing? And wasn't the third performance the place where Clavier was freaking out that Darian was off tempo? Oh man, this is weird.
Hey, no wimping out now, Apollo.
To be continued. Right now. I think this is the same day.
Hey, Apollo.
What?
Well, you know, actually, nothing. I mean, something, or maybe not.
Out with it. The suspense is giving me an ulcer.
Well, you know, the trial today, I was thinking. If you gave it a score, what score would you give it?
Score. Gee. I guess I would, or maybe, well... I'm just as bad as you.
See? It's so vague.
Clearly. Maki avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. IPXX 314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. And the victim, Mr. Latouche. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating.
Well, true, but we know who shot him now.
Probably corruption in the police. Maybe he was investigating Darian. And maybe Darian killed him to silence him.
Lemire told the whole court. Wait, that voice just now. It was him, I am sure of it. That voice I heard talking to Mr. Latouche when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him, it was Mr. Darian. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries.
I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around.
What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will?
I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said.
Top secret?
Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine.
Fine. Right. Well, Time's a-wasting, as they say. Let's investigate.
That's the spirit.
Well, goodness me. Okay, anything new to say about, the maybe piss wizard? She talks to it daily for good luck, I hear.
Heck, I almost forgot. I hope I become a famous grand magician. Oh, and I hope Apollo becomes an ace attorney. There, all done.
I suppose if you're going to talk to inanimate objects, a photo isn't so bad. That is a really good point. How's Charlie hanging out? Mr. Charlie, the potted plant. Huh? His leaves are looking a little brown? Trucy. I'll never forgive you for this.
Good morning, Mr. Charlie. Heck, Mr. Charlie, your leaves.
Maybe you weren't giving him enough water?
No, it must be stress. He's worried about the new recruit at the office.
Hey, don't blame it on me. You're watering him, right?
It was Daddy's turn to water him this week. Ack!
Mr. Wright has been away on his top secret mission, no?
I'm sorry, Mr. Charlie. This is all my fault. I'll water you soon, promise.
Oh, Charlie. Anyway, let's have a chat. Lemira dropped a bomb in the court today. It was Darian.
Lemira said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool.
I guess.
What's that called again? Elephant ears?
I bet that's what they called. Oh man, I had an elephant ear once. For those who don't know, it's like a very thin pastry that's covered in cinnamon. Yeah, I had an elephant ear pastry at a town fair. And then I threw it up. I wasn't even on a roller coaster. I was just walking around and I felt sick, and then I threw up in a trash can. Bad times. Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time.
Wrong? Why?
I mean, look. Those gunshots are right during the concert.
That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time.
Right. Did you happen to look up on stage?
Maybe at Darian, even? You bet I did. He is one of the governor's guitarists, after all. He's so cool.
Well, that's a pretty airtight alibi.
Oh.
Right. All the governors have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latouche backstage.
But Lemira heard him, didn't she?
It must have been through the... the speaker on the wall.
She heard Darian backstage, right?
Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. Or maybe she's telling the truth. An Interpol agent.
I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway?
Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals.
Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up some silly name?
Trucy. Yeah. Anyway, you think he was just investigating Lemire?
Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be.
Don't be fooled by appearances, is all I'm saying.
But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palmed coin at 50 paces.
If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something.
I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something.
Gee, I wonder.
That's something being our case, the last something, I mean.
Something like that. Oh my god. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. You're telling me?
What was Mr. Latouche up to?
Ah ha 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 ha.
Trucy, was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that.
Piss wizard! Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered. Gramarye.
Hey, the other day. Eek! Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we?
He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
Wait. Crap. Okay. His brooch is a heart. It is not the club shape on the wall. The portrait man. We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? Oh, I hear a leaf blower outside. If you can hear that, apologies.
And could you please stop smirking like that? It's you, Uncle Valent.
Valent Gramarye? Uncle? Wait. Does Phoenix have a brother? What? Uncle Valent? He's your uncle?
No, silly. It's a great Gramarye, Valent Gramarye.
Valent Gramarye. Is Gramarye supposed to be like grimoire? Maybe. There's a pun here, I'm not quite seeing it.
The Grand Magician.
Yes, it is I, the great Valent Gramarye, as seen on television.
And could you please stop smirking like that?
It's been a while, Miss Trucy, 7 years to be exact. My, how you've grown.
Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. You look exactly the same.
I hate to intrude, but
what is a great magician doing paying us a visit?
I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver, I am quite tame. Though my stardom may sear sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls.
He does have a certain aura to him, it's true. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo.
His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm.
After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle.
Okay.
What?
Daddy? You mean Mr. Right?
No, I mean my real daddy.
Trucy's real father? She's adopted, isn't she? I need to ask right now. Once upon a time, the troupe Gramarye included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valent Gramarye, and my partner, Zach Gramarye.
And this Zach was... He was my real daddy.
Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. Zach. Okay. I had no idea.
There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo.
Glad that I'm good for comic relief at least.
Not that I see Daddy around much these days. Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about Troop Grammary.
Troop Grammary? No. But it does sound kinda familiar. Oh, lost life! Lamentably listless lad! Okay, this man does alliterations. I like him. Alliterations are neat. To not know of the greatest troop of magicians on the planet! Valiant Grammary. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I'd heard on television as a child.
You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park.
I like this guy a lot.
Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. And then escaped from a high-security prison.
Wait, you said he is a magician? I open the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of Troop Grammary. Wait.
What, Apollo?
I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else, like a duo?
A duo?
Yeah, you had a partner. Oh. Asking these questions out of order like this makes Apollo look like a huge dick. Something grammary. Yes. Zach Grammary. A masterful maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship. Why is everyone so quiet? Oh no.
Daddy.
Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way! Ha! I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? Two, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy.
You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valent.
I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Colosseum the first time in 7 years, I could fain contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy, 'twas a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did.
Well, it wasn't all my doing.
I am his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this.
That's a videotape?
Quite so. A recording of the concert, no less. I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Grammary. Will you watch it? Okay, so this cutscene again. I'm gonna pay very close attention this time, now knowing what we know. The screen did focus on Maki when the lyric said, "When you stole the keys." Wait, I don't see Darien anywhere, but then again I don't see the drummer either. So she has her brooch right now, but does she have it when she comes back? And also, I would imagine that the Grammarys would take special interest in this disappearing trick. Where's that brooch? Wait, is it there? Crap, I can't see it. Move that hair. It's gone! What the frickety frack? Oh, this is some bullshit. Okay.
Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious?
There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. This valiant Grammary has good reasons to be here today. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Well, crap, I wanted to show Trucy a bunch of evidence and see if she had anything to say, but I guess that's replaced by Zach, or not Zach, Valent. So, the portrait man in the top left, that must be Zach with the club brooch. Valent here has the heart. Oh, like Valentine, I get it. And Trucy has a diamond brooch. Not unlike the one worn by Lemire, actually. So, which wizard, magician, has the ace brooch? We got club, heart, diamond, where's the ace? Dude, maybe this game will end with Apollo. With Apollo becoming a grand magician. And he'll have the ace, because he's the ace attorney. Yeah. Just a theory. Said half in jest. Anyway, Mr. Valen, what do you think about my badge? What's this? You would ask me for a miracle, free a fee? Then what? Then thy wish be granted, thy will be done, thy evidence evicted into the ether. Ack, no evicting, please. Are all magicians like this, I wonder? Okay. Is there anything he'd have to say? About anything? So, I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of the song there, I didn't see a stunt. What about Lemire vanishing and reappearing?
Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen I didn't even notice.
So young to be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand, a petite prestigious, I know this word, I just have trouble saying it. Prestidigitation. Yeah. A modicum of magic from me to you. Was he part of the act? Was he brought on as an employee to set up the show?
So that's why you were at the concert.
Yes. I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course, I'm like a deity with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. It is a potent primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done?
Hey now, Trucy? That's like totally against the rules, Apollo.
Not during a murder investigation, it's not. My son, for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? Recall that the terrible occurrence happened later. Well, after my illusion entranced the audience. Oh. Don't even ask, I won't answer.
Too bad for you, Apollo.
Well, what about the disappearing frickin' brooch?
Whose side are you on?
I, Valent Gramarye, now make my leave, Miss Trucy.
There's no need to rush, Uncle Valent. You should stay a while.
I'm afraid I cannot, I may not, I shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, and so I shall slink back to the scene.
So, you'll be at the concert venue today?
Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, crocodile. In a while, alligator. With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door. Normally.
Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking.
Right. Valent Gramarye. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lemire disappear. And how he knows Trucy and her real father. Hey. Adopted fathers are real fathers. Just say, first father. Or original father, maybe. I don't know. Oh hey, now that Trucy's back, I can show her stuff.
I'm not sure about that, sorry. I was ripping up the dance floor at the time of the shooting, after all.
Yeah, there's gonna be nothing with Trucy, huh? Okay, let's make our first move. Oh, new area, in fact. Sunshine Coliseum. Whoa! There's a lot going on here. Oh my god, is that a Gaviner's blimp? Or dirigible? There's a difference, but I'm not sure what. No, that is a blimp, that's right.
Ooh, what a great day! It's perfect weather for sleuthing.
The weather matters for an investigation?
Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days?
Sure. Let's get started, shall we?
Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo.
What stuff?
Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it.
I did enough at home, thanks.
There's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage.
I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I am a lawyer.
Then you're in luck because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout objection?
No. Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's just get going already. Okay, there's the blue badger. What's that? Creature there?
Oh, that's the police mascot, the blue badger.
Huh? It's life-size.
Haven't you seen them around town patrolling the streets?
Oh, good lord.
Yes, now even Law and Order has a mascot.
I had to run from that thing even if I wasn't a criminal. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? It's freaky.
I don't think you're showing true blue badger spirit, Apollo.
I choose to believe that Larry Butts is in there.
Look, a blimp.
Those balloons next to it have ad banners on them.
Let's see. Big sale, all shirts 50% off.
Oh, it's an ad for the department store next door. Look, a massive sign for the Guilty as Charged tour. A giant prosecutor Gavin stares out over the arena.
Oh, maybe I can take it to my office when they're done with it.
Where would you put it? You could even get that thing through the front door.
Then I'll put it outside. I bet it'd be good for business.
Just as long as no one comes expecting us to prosecute.
Well, if anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me.
Is this part of some twisted plan of hers to make her singing debut, I wonder? Sunshine Coliseum sure is living up to its name today.
It's huge! And Mr. Gavin got to play on that enormous stage. I'm so jealous. Sunday, I'll fight my first battle on the stage.
What? Battle?
Well, yeah, it's a coliseum,
In it. Oh, God. They don't do gladiatorial contests at these places anymore, Trucy.
Really? I had no idea. I wonder why they stopped.
Sometimes I worry about her. And on that note, we'll stop here. Next time, we'll head into the backstage hallway. So yeah. That critical window where Lemire went missing from view. Something tells me there's just the most ridiculous explanation of the truth. She was on stage, up on the raised platform, with her brooch. She disappeared. The brooch got dropped in the dressing room on the left side near the door, and then she reappeared with her brooch missing. So what the hell? Oh, man. Honestly, out of everyone involved in this case, Darian is the most suspect. I think he's the most likely suspect, but still, moving forward, I'll keep an open mind, because there is a lot left open and unanswered right now. Yeah, I can't wait to see more, so... Hey, wait, now that I actually look at the crowd, I think I see like minuscule brown pixels on some of these people. Like that dude in like the orange pinkish shirt to the left of the balloons. The Blue Badger balloons. Yeah, I think that's the first Ace Attorney character to have melanin. Well, bravo for that, I guess. Wait, am I missing... Is there someone obvious I'm missing? No, I don't think there are any black people in the series so far. Like, I know this is set in Japan or California. I just wish there was some more racial diversity, you know? Anyway, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time when we get to the bottom of this mystery. So until then, please take care.